Hey, what's up, chicas? How's everyone doing? Welcome back. I hope everyone is doing super well today. So today we're going to be working with another Halloween design. I saw this Halloween design. I don't remember whose it was, but I do have the screenshot, so I will probably have their from their Instagram here in the description below, just in case you guys want to go and check them out. But I did take a little bit of the inspo from that particular design. It's not a recreation because I did change some of the things from the design and I put my own into it. So it's not a recreation, but it is an inspo, you guys. So right here I'm gonna be applying this nudie glittery acrylic, and this one is from my online store. This one, it's called, oh my god, Glam Nude, I think. Yeah, Glam and Nude. And this one has like a little bit of shimmer in it or something like that. I'm not, it's like little shards of like shimmer. I don't know how to describe it. It's so beautiful, you guys. And honestly, I had not used it here in my, like, with you guys here on YouTube, and I decided to use it this time because the actual inspo picture has kind of like a nudie milky white base to it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use this one. So yeah, right here I'm gonna be taking it on my index nail first. This is pretty much how I begin every single nail design, and I started off at the tip of the nail. I wanted to start it off a little different since I always begin in my like around the apex area, but I don't know, I think I prefer working the other way, starting from the apex area, you guys. But yeah, this is just another option that you guys can do with starting your designs. I'm using my number 12 Kolinski brush. It is currently sold out, and I am also using my 3XL square tips. I still do have that 40% off. Just in case you guys want to go and get yourself some stuff from my online store, you guys can use Bestie40 for 40% off. So I'm gonna continue to apply this acrylic all throughout the nails. There's literally nothing different from the acrylic application, and like I said, just applying it all throughout the nails, starting from the apex area, bringing that product down. You guys can see how I kind of pick up the beads. So I pretty much just lay down my first bead at the apex area, and I start to bring down that product with my brush. My second bead will go on top of that one, bring down the product, and then my third bead will go on top of the second bead, which will be my cuticle bead. And it all depends on the space that was left. If the space that was left was way too small, then I pick up a smaller bead. But if the space was a little big, then I pick up a bigger bead and just bring it down. You know what I mean? So it just takes practice, you guys, and honestly a lot of patience, because sometimes you think that it's you the problem. You think it's pretty much you know what I mean? You're doubting yourself, and sometimes it's the products that we're using that are not helping us. So just keep on practicing, try out different products, try out to switch out whatever brands you're using, you know, and sometimes that could be it, you guys. And practice, practice, practice a lot. Every single time that I lay down a bead, you guys can see here that I wipe my sidewalls. You guys can see here that I'm always watching my sidewalls. That is key to a good application, and also for um, just a good filing or a good shaping, you know. Sometimes we don't watch our sidewalls and we just let that acrylic run down those sidewalls, and whenever you come and file, it's super hard for you to get a crisp shape with your file, with your hand file or your drill, because of that. And just make sure you watch those sidewalls and work with those sidewalls, you guys. Every single bead that you apply, wipe those sidewalls. You're gonna see that your application and your shaping is gonna be 100% after you start doing that. You're gonna see that, you guys. That's one of the things that I noticed when I started to do that. I wasn't really one to watch for those sidewalls. Like, I would just lay the acrylic and do the application and stuff, and probably I wasn't leaving that many lumps and bumps behind, but I wasn't watching those sidewalls. And my just pretty much my shaping wasn't good at all. You know what I mean? So try that, you guys. Try it, and you'll see that your nails are gonna look a little bit more crisp and a little bit more just shaped better. So yeah, you guys, after that, of course, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and I'm gonna go ahead and cap everything. So here I'm gonna go ahead and cap everything, just making sure it's nice and capped, making sure that every nail has the right strength, meaning it has to be super thin around the cuticle area, going up towards a little heel around that apex area, and then thin once again and back on the free edge. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing, you guys. Just in case you ever bump your nail, you don't want that nail to come off with your natural nail, which that will be super painful. So you want to make sure that you make the right strength to the nails. Like I said, the apex area has to be the strongest point, which means it has to be the highest point. So try not to make them super, thick, but just make the right strength to them. So for that, I'm using my crystal clear acrylic from Notpolish. I do have a coupon code with them. It'll be in the description box below. And I am using the Two Guys monomer that I love. So I also have a coupon code with them. I am a brand ambassador for them now. So I will have my coupon code in the description box below as well. And like I said, the brush that I'm using is my number 12 Kolinski brush that it is currently sold out on my website. And yeah, you guys, I'm gonna be capping everything, making sure everything is nicely capped, and then we're gonna be moving on to filing and shaping. Okay, chicas, so while I did the pinky, my ring finger was kind of turning matte. So I really wanted to kind of carve out the words boo, B-O-O, and I didn't want the acrylic to completely dry up on me. I didn't want to do it with the painting gel or anything like that. I really wanted to carve those words out. That's why I did it this way. I'm using a dotting tool for it. And like I said before, it completely dries. I go ahead and carve them out. So this is what it looks like. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I managed to do it and I really liked it. So now I'm going to move on to filing. So for that, I'm using my 8080 Pana nail grit hand files, and I do find those on Amazon. They're super good for shaping. Also the 100 from Tammy Taylor are super good. But I just switched over to my 8080, and honestly, I don't think I'm going back because these are really good. So I just go ahead and remove any acrylic stuck underneath the nail, or that might have run down the nail like to the skin. And then I'm gonna be taking my Notpolish 5-in-1 tapered drill bit. This is in the fine grit. I am taking it at about 13 to 15 RPMs. I don't take it higher than that just because it kind of does burn. So I am gonna go ahead and seal the cuticles, making sure there's no lumps and bumps on the surface of the nail, making it my way like sidewall to sidewall all the way down towards the tip. And then I also like to shape the sidewalls, making sure they're nice and crisp. So I do this all throughout my nails. Now on this nail where we carved out the wording or the boo wording, we're not going to be doing much to it. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of seal the cuticle area and kind of just shape the sidewalls to it. I do take it along the surface of the nail just because since we did carved it out with a dotting tool, like some of the acrylic was kind of like sticking out. It was kind of weird, I don't know. So I wanted to make that surface kind of flat, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I did, but I didn't do much to it, okay? And of course, moving on to my holy grail, my 150 nail grid file from Nail Supply Glamour. I do take it along the surface of the nail just to remove any harsh lines that the drill bit might have left behind. And I'm just going to be making sure that the surface is nice and smooth. And I also like to take it along the side walls, making sure that the bottom of my side walls are nice and straight and there's no grooves down there. And also sometimes I do shape the free edge. It all depends, you guys, like I've always mentioned. It all depends what's laying around or my mood, what I'm feeling. For the free edge, sometimes I do use the 150 or the 8080. It all depends. And so after I'm completely done with that, I'm gonna be moving on to my buffer. So this is the buffers that I use. These are the black and orange buffers. I do get these off of Amazon as well, and I do like it because it doesn't leave a super smooth surface or a super rough surface. I think it's just perfect for you to work with any type of gel on top of that nail, and it won't lift or it won't crack, or it'll last. You know what I mean? So that's what I like about these buffers. So I'm going to go ahead and buff everything, and then I'm going to dust everything off and completely cleanse the surface with a little bit of alcohol and a lint free wipe. So after that's cleansed, we're going to move on to the actual design, just everything just everything we're about to do with gel. So here I'm going to be just carving out, this is going to be a pink Halloween design, so we're going to be kind of adding color to the carving that we made. So for that, I'm gonna be using this pink gel liner, and I'm just gonna be applying that color kind of like inside of that carving, if that makes sense. And I really wanted like pink blood. Okay, that was like my vision, pink blood. So I was kind of making like little drips here, but then I wasn't really liking it because they were looking like A's, and then I don't know, it wasn't looking all good like how I had visioned it. So then I just went ahead and removed that with a little bit of well, I am using my leftover monomer for cleansing, and with a little flat brush just cleaning that up. And I'm like, you know what, I'll just go back to it later. I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do. So here I'm gonna be making that little pink scarecrow little design that's been going on. So I'm gonna be taking my pink gel liner, and I mixed it with a little bit of white so that I could get this kind of pink, because I don't think I have any gel liner that kind of has this pink. So I just went ahead and mixed them both, and this is the pink that I got. And now I'm going to be making a little Frenchie here on my index finger, and now I'm going to be filling everything out using a flat brush. So I went ahead and did that, and then after I went ahead and finished, it went under the lamp for about 30 seconds. With this design, you guys, there's a lot of lamp usage. Okay, let me just tell you, every single line you have to do, you have to flash cure every single little thing, every single little happy face or whatever you're doing. You have to cure under the lamp for at least 5 seconds, just so that it doesn't move or it won't budge, you know. So then I'm gonna go ahead and do the little patches here. So for that, I'm using the darker pink, the one that I used to mix with the white, and then I'm gonna be making this longer little patch here, filling it out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the orange patch and fill that one out. Then after that is cured under the lamp, I'm gonna be making little polka dots with the orange here in the pink patch, and then in the orange patch, we're going to be using the pink to use for the polka dots. And like I mentioned, you have to cure the little patches that you did. For example, I did the pink patch and the orange patch, and then I went ahead and cured it, or flash cured, under the lamp for about 10 seconds maybe. And once it came out of the lamp, I went ahead and did the little polka dots, because if you don't cure and you go straight in with your polka dots, you're gonna make a mess, and you're just gonna mix those two colors together, and it's not gonna look right. So you have to flash cure in between um little lines that you did, like I had mentioned. So now after that's cured, now I'm gonna go in and just outline everything, and for that I'm using my black gel liner, and then I'm gonna be making like the little stitches of the scarecrow. It's kind of like a scarecrow voodoo doll design. Like I said, I did take this inspo from this person off of Instagram, but I will have her or his, I don't remember, their ads here in the description box, just in case you guys want to go and follow, because their design was super super beautiful. So yeah, anyway, after, like I said, after I did the outlining, I'm gonna go ahead and do the little stitches, I guess that's what it's called, and then I go ahead and flash cure actually under the lamp for about another 10 seconds. Now I went back to my ring finger, and like I had mentioned, I was thinking a lot of pink blood, you know, like I don't want red blood, I want pink blood. So since this was like the boo wording, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make the little drips like that. Whatever, if it looks good, it looks good. If it doesn't, then it's just part of the design. It's okay, you know, let's have fun with the Halloween designs. Nothing is perfect, everything looks cool, so there's no rules here, okay? So I just went ahead and left it, and I actually liked it. So now I'm gonna be moving on to my voodoo doll. So here, it was a little hard, you guys. I actually thought I was gonna like fail at it. I was like, you know what, this is not gonna come out, it's not gonna come out how I want it to come out, but I have to try my best. So I did, and I really really really, you guys, honestly, I want to challenge myself a little more with these Halloween designs, because honestly, like, it's always like the same thing, you know what I mean? And I really want to challenge myself to different things. And being completely honest, this was a challenge for me because I don't really do freehand. You guys know that here on my channel, it's literally a little bit of videos that I have with me doing freehand, and I wanted to challenge myself. I know this is, to some of you, it's a little easy to do. You're like, oh my god, you couldn't do that. But no, you guys, honestly, this was a challenge for me. So I went ahead and did it. And I tried my best. Like I said, I think I should have used a darker or a more pigmented black, because this gel liner isn't that pigmented, and I think I should have used the one from Madam Glam. That's literally the darkest of the darkest black that I have, and I think I should have used that one, because I don't know, I'm not a fan of this one anymore. But anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of, I did have the inspo picture on my other phone on the side of me, so I was kind of like looking at it and trying to see, you know, everything that it had. So here I'm just gonna be shading like around it. I went ahead and used like a little bit of, or a little drop of black with another little drop of top coat, clear top coat, and it was helping me for the shading. And also what helps out is a lot of acetone, so that's gonna help for your shading. And I went ahead and did it like all over its little body, and this is where I noticed that it needed hands. It did not have hands. So I went in and drew its little hands here. I'm sorry, I was literally out of frame. um I tried my best here in this design to be in frame, but it was a little bit hard. So I tried my best here. I hope you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. But here's where I'm drawing its little hands, and I went ahead and shaded them just a tad. So now I'm gonna be drawing just the little details, the little eyes, the little pancita, its little stitches, its little hair, because the actual design did have a little bit of hair with a little bit of orange, so I went ahead and did that. And then I drew its little mouth. It also had like a little bit of pins and needles, I think. So I didn't have much space for it, so I went in and just drew one little pin up there in its head. And then it also had a little pink heart, so I went ahead and did that. So here, going back to my ring finger, I thought that these little words needed a little bit of shading. So I went in with the black. I didn't go in with a whole bunch of black, you guys. I just thought it needed like dimension, if that makes sense. So then I went in, like I said, with a little bit of black, just so that there's a little dimension here and there. And then I went ahead and cured it. So here on the pinky, I wasn't really sure what I was doing, but you know what? I was like, I'm just gonna make it everything, that it matches. You know what I mean? So I went in with this design that the actual design does have, but just in a different nail, I believe. Yeah. So I went ahead and did it here on the pinky, and again, just using my pink. It doesn't really have like a particular shape, you know what I mean? It's not like a Frenchie or like a V French or anything like that. It's just this shape right here. So then I went ahead and did the shape with my liner, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just shade everything in, and then I'm gonna go back in with my darker pink for the bottom. You're gonna see that in just a minute. And then just pretty much kind of do what I did here on the Frenchie nail. It's pretty much the same thing, you guys. So then making little patches here and there, and also making the little stitches using the black liner. Okay, baby girls, so now I'm gonna be adding my matte top coat. This design is gonna be all matte, you guys. Super, super matte. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my matte top coat. This is from my online store. I still do have a lot of matte top coats available, and also a lot of shiny top coats available. So if you guys want to get your hands on that, use Bestie40 for 40% off at checkout. So then here, obviously blood is shiny, you guys. Blood is, I don't think it's never matte unless it's dried up blood. But I thought it needed a little bit of shiny, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna, using the same brush from the little bottle, I just went in with the shiny top coat and just applied it on top. Not perfect, you guys. I didn't want it to be perfect. I wanted it to be super messy, you know what I mean? And everything else is gonna be matte, except the ring finger. I didn't add like matte around it or anything like that. I just went ahead and did the bull part shiny, just the wording around. And then I thought I needed a little bit of bling, so I went in with these crystals in orange and pink, and also AB rhinestones. So this is the end result, you guys, and let me know how I did. Let me know what you guys think. This is the thumb, which I loved, and honestly, you guys, tell me what you guys think, because I really liked it. I honestly thought I was gonna fail at it because I wasn't really sure about the Voodoo Doll. I was like, oh my god, that is not gonna come out. It's not gonna come out whatsoever, but it actually did. So I really, really, really liked it. I might do another design recreating an old design that I did with a Voodoo Doll that I did from, I think it was a 3D Voodoo Doll, and I don't know yet. So yeah, you guys, this is the end result. Tell me what you guys think. I will be reading you in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here. It really means so much to me, and yeah, I will see you on the next one. Stay safe, God bless, and bye bye.